specialize as a marketer, if you're running a business, any business at all, if you have a unique enough brand positioning, it allows you to stand out in a way that's powerful. And you don't have to spend as much on your marketing because your positioning is so unique.
Sit back and relax and get ready for another exclusive episode of the Online Marketing Secrets Podcast with Lopez.
This episode is brought to you by ERC, Employee Retention Credit. They specialize in getting money back for your business. Receive up to $26,000 per employee. It only takes 10 minutes to see if you qualify. Go to my website at lopezlassane.com, and on the top of my website, click the tab that says Get Money Back, or click the link in the bio. So don't wait on this. And the best part about this, it's absolutely free. No fees up front. You have nothing to lose. So go to my website or click the link in the bio and get started today. Welcome to another episode of the Online Marketing Secrets Podcast. I'm your host, Lopez. So share this episode. Tell me what you think. So today I have a wonderful guest. She's a marketing executive with significant experience in the marketing strategy, digital marketing, social media marketing, research, branding, and marketing communications. She's also a public speaker, podcaster, business communications coach. My special guest today is Carrie Ann Stimson. Welcome to the show.
Thanks so much for having me, Lopez. It's great meeting you, and it's great to be here.
Thanks for doing this once again. So where are you from?
Well, I am born and raised and now still living in Kingston, Jamaica. So it's sunny and nice all year round. I did live in the United States for a couple of years when I did grad school. I did my MBA at the Robert H. Smith School of Business at the University of Maryland, College Park. So I saw snow for the first time at 24 years old. So yeah, I'm good with the island life. So Kingston, Jamaica is home for me.
That's good. So let's talk about how you got into marketing, because I know you went to college and everything, and you went to university. So did you always want to get into marketing? Was this something like a childhood dream, for you?
Well, that's a great question. And the honest answer is no. Well, my dad's a doctor, right? Or was a doctor, of blessed memory. And I always wanted to be like my dad. I always thought, okay, I want to be a doctor when I grow up. That was a childhood dream. Then having gotten into high school, I realized the sciences aren't really for me. So I decided to transition into business, which I found in high school, the business subjects were easier for me to grasp and understand. And I started to do just a regular business management degree as in undergrad, and it was the marketing courses that stood out. And what stood out the most is not so much the creative side of marketing, but the strategic side. It was, how can you leverage certain strategies in businesses to get the customer to do what you want them to do? It's really about influencing behavior, and I just found the whole thing fascinating. So I decided, marketing is going to be my career. Finished undergrad, worked for a couple of years, and did my MBA specializing in marketing again at the Smith School at Maryland. So that's how it's been, and that's how it's been ever since.
How was taking classes like? Because I didn't take any classes. I learned the hard way. But I had the only reason I never wanted to learn marketing. I never wanted to be online. I never wanted to do any of this. The only reason why I felt the need to learn marketing because I couldn't find anyone to get the results that I wanted at the time. I kept basically, hiring and firing and, almost running through people. So that's the only reason why I felt the need to learn marketing. So did anything you learned in school kind of translate to real world experience?
I would say, yeah. And What I found though, and I mean, I'll just go back to the point when I said that what attracted me to marketing was actually the strategic side. Strategy, research, data analysis, that's what attracted me. But having worked in the marketing field for 20 years, I realized that not all marketers are created equal.
Yeah.
And I want to give due respect to the fact that marketing has many different disciplines to it, right? So you've got marketing communications, you got marketing research, you got marketing data and analysis, you got marketing communications, and different people have different muscles to do different things. But what I've found is certainly for me being a C-suite marketer is the need to understand marketing strategy, marketing research, marketing data, and even finance and statistics. And not a lot of marketers have that side of their brain firing as much as the creative side. So perhaps it could have been who you encountered, but I know for me, anybody who really wants to grow to the senior management and executive level as a marketer, you're going to have to understand the strategic data and research and analysis side.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, because in the beginning, you know, I just kept meeting people. Everybody was doing the same thing, basically.
Yeah.
Everybody was doing the same thing. And I knew that over, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 times, I'm like, this ain't gonna work because it's not working. So, and then, you know, of course, I started buying books and started meeting other people and going to conferences.
Yeah.
And I discovered that there was it's like a split. There's like the creative people,
Mm-hmm.
and there's like the people that just went to college.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm like, and then I got a job at an agency, and then I realized that most of the people, they really didn't have they weren't really strategic at all. You know,
Yeah.
it's like they just had a job and they just know how to do the job, but they didn't really have anything to show. It's like they, you know, it's kind of like, especially in the online world, because like, you know, in the online world, it's kind of like, I was around people that they said, hey, this is what I done. They had something to show. This is what I done. Here's the numbers, you know, but on the jobs, it was kind of like, you know, I'm just here to do my job and that's it.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, they're probably super creative at some of the stuff that they put out there, you know.
Oh,
You
yeah,
gotta- yeah. But as you say, the strategic side, understanding your audience and analyzing your target segments and knowing what works and what doesn't work so that you can craft a creative message that changes the behavior and causes them to exhibit the behavior that you want them to act on. A lot of people don't necessarily get that part, and I think, you know, that's where we all have to come together as marketers to leverage the different strengths that we each have.
Yeah. So when you graduated, what did you just get another job, or did you work for somebody for a while and you decided to do your own thing, or what? How was that transition?
Sure. So after I graduated from business school, not long after that, I got a job, went in at just above the entry level of a marketing role, a generalist marketing role with a financial services company, a boutique investment house, in fact. And for a little while, I was part of a 2-man team and eventually grew the department over time, got promoted through the ranks. And I've been a financial services marketer ever since, working in banking, investments, and now I'm the CMO of a financial services group. So I've been the CMO for the last 10 years, which by CMO life cycles is a lifetime, but it's been a wonderful journey. Yeah. We are a financial services group of companies. We have operations in the Caribbean, including Jamaica, where we're headquartered, where I am. And then we also have operations in Trinidad and Tobago in the Southern Caribbean, and in La República Dominicana, Dominican Republic, where we also have operations as well.
Okay. So now that's a very competitive area. So what made you want to go to that area, focus in that area?
Financial services marketing?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? Well, first of all, my entry into it was quite by chance, right? In the sense that I finished grad school, I needed a job like yesterday, and it was the first opportunity that I could find. But having gotten into it, I really fell in love with it. And one of the things I loved about it, and again, going back to what I love about marketing and marketing strategy and data, is that when you're marketing financial services, it's a far more complex buying cycle, right? With due respect, it's not like selling toothpaste or soap, where it's a
No.
relatively easy decision. They're on the shelf in the supermarket, you grab a bar and you're gone. For financial services, it's a very complex buying cycle. There are so many different options. The consumer doesn't really understand how the products and services work, and then they got to talk to their wife or talk to their family before they can make a decision. So really and truly, marketing financial services has something that has intrigued me ever since, just because of how complex it is. And again, the opportunity to really use data and analysis to drive the behavior and see the outcome of what it is you've done.
Yeah. So it's a challenge. So do
Yeah.
do you find that being that a lot of companies have been doing the same thing for so long that it's hard for them to to change do you find it very difficult sometimes?
Well, you know what? I've been fortunate, and it's perhaps the companies that I've worked with, but certainly for JMMB, which is a company that I'm at right now, is that they've realized that the way to stand out, particularly in financial services marketing, is in the spirit of brand positioning, right? So when you talk about brands doing the same thing, yeah, people tend to fall into that mold very, very quickly. But you realize, especially when you're selling what could be a commoditized product or service where it looks the same across every company, brand positioning is important. And so, for instance, for us, our brand positioning is based on our why, which is love and respect and having our clients' best interests at heart, which for a bank or financial group, it's like, are you kidding me? And it's done so well for us, because what you realize as a marketer, if you're running a business, any business at all, if you have a unique enough brand positioning, it allows you to stand out in a way that's powerful. And you don't have to spend as much on your marketing, because your positioning is so unique and so endearing that people tend to gravitate towards you very, very quickly.
But well, tell everybody what's a brand, because in case they don't know.
Well, a brand, and I love the definition that I'm not going to give the textbook definition. I'm going to use one that Peter Drucker, I believe it is, gave many, many years ago, that says, your brand is what people are saying about you when you're not in the room. Right? So your brand is what you're known for. And the reality is that you can't just slap any old label onto yourself and say, oh, this is a brand. You're going to have to deliver on it, which is a part that speaks to how people perceive you. So, in as much as I said, JMMB, we're about love and having our clients' best interest at heart. If we're not delivering on that to our customers every single day, then we're going to be seen as inauthentic, probably frauds. And then they're going to be like, you're kidding. And they move right along. So what do people perceive of you? How do they see you? What do they understand you to be? And what do they believe you are? That's your brand.
Yeah. That's so. How long have you been online?
Wow. Well, I've been online many, many years, but the majority of those years so far has been silent. I'll be honest. I was more of a lurker than anything else. And shortly before the pandemic, I decided to just put myself out there, share my voice. And it's been an awesome journey. So I'm on LinkedIn in the main, and then I launched my own podcast almost 2 years ago. So I'm excited about this new journey that I'm on.
Yeah, the reason why I asked that, because I've been online, oh my goodness, 15 years now.
Wow.
And back in the day, I remember when it was there were no celebrities online. There were just regular 9 to 5 working people. and what used to happen is people used to sell anything. Mm-hmm. And they would take people's money and then deliver on the product. And they would just sell the same old crap over and over, and people would buy. And when the big corporations came online, like Coca-Cola and Microsoft and and
Mm.
Google bought YouTube, and then shortly after, Amazon came along. And that's when brand building started to be important. And all those people that sold people crap, they disappeared.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Yep, they didn't pass the litmus test.
yeah. What made you start a podcast? What made you want to do it?
Well, again, I wanted to use my voice and add something, add value rather to the marketing community. And a podcast was, first of all, the vehicle that I thought would have been best for me because I love having great conversations like this, more so than I do enjoy writing a blog. I love having conversations like this. And I was challenged by a virtual mentor of mine who said, why don't you talk about the issues that solve the problems that a lot of marketers are having, but not enough people are talking about? And I did some research and discovered the nomenclature internal marketing, which is the flip of external marketing, which is marketing to your employees. And how can brands build their awareness and drive growth by engaging and empowering their employees to deliver on the brand promise and to be advocates of the brand? And the light bulb just went off, and podcast was a way to do it. I Googled it. There was no other internal marketing podcast out there. And I said, hey, this is my opportunity to add my voice to the conversation. And it's been an awesome journey ever since.
Yeah, that's a great thing. Because, I know a couple business owners that scares them to death.
Oh, yeah. I can understand why.
Like, what? You want me to do what?
Mm-hmm.
So, but at the same time, there's another side to this. The better you take care and treat your employees, the better they'll work, and they'll perform. That's the other side.
You're preaching it now, Lopez. You're preaching.
So what kind of guests do you bring on? Is it people that you know, or people that's in your network, or people that's in your same line of work, or what?
Well, great question. So the vast majority, probably of all the guests that I've had, maybe I only know 2 of them personally, and they were specifically chosen for their expertise. So my goal is to cover any topic that's related to internal marketing, or what we also call employee brand advocacy, which is, again, how companies can empower their employees to be advocates of the brand externally. So I've had crisis communication strategists on that talk about how to communicate with your employees during a crisis. I've had thought leadership subject matter experts. I've had folks who can tell you how to build an awesome company page on LinkedIn. So I've had so many guests spanning the gamut across the world, from Europe to Australia, North America. And it's really just been a wonderful suite of conversations that help companies to understand how they can engage their employees, and at the same time, how they can empower them to advocate for the brand externally.
Oh, that's great. So if people wanted to follow you online, where would they go to?
Sure. Well, the easiest place to find me is on LinkedIn. There you go. Carrie A. Stimpson, but Carrie Ann Stimpson or Carrie Ann Betten Stimpson. So LinkedIn is the best place to find me. I also have a website, carrieastimpson.com. But also, if you want to listen to my podcast, I am anywhere podcasts are. So if you Google the External Marketing Podcast, you'll find me. So I'm online. Just look me up and join the tribe. I'd be happy to connect.
There you have it. Like, share this episode. Tell me what you think. Until next time, we're out. Peace.
Thank you for listening to another episode of the Online Marketing Secrets Podcast. Subscribe at the kingofcashflowwebsites.com or for free on iTunes. That way, you'll never miss another show.